playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Trust, guys. We are definitely playing Trials and Tribulations.
We didn't almost forget.
We did not. We are definitely. It's fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Wait, is this? Hang on.
What the hell happened? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, boy.
Did it not
Okay, it did
save?
not save. I thought it did save. Are you kidding me?
Oh my god. I mean, we can just speed through the dialogue at the very least.
I guess, hang on. Let me see if... Save point? Nope, never mind.
No, what?
Alright.
No, that's right. What? Huh?
Oh!
What happened?
Wait, right. Right, I forgot. We did not, in fact, end off on just right before the trial. We still had to talk to Gumshoe. Fair enough.
Yeah, we still had a little bit left to do.
Yeah, I think we still have a little bit left to do.
It was 1 a.m. and we were both pretty damn tired last week.
Fair. Totally not Miles Edgeworth investigation. So true.
I'm just sitting here playing with that Farina swing thing I got, by the way.
Excellent. Yeah, we need to take out some side plots, right?
Yeah.
That's what we need to do.
I put it on my desk particularly so I could fidget with it.
That's fair. I still need to put Haru onto something. Anyways, hi fun.
Oh yeah, because you got the spinning Haru.
I did get.
I almost got the spinning
the rice
silent. No, there wasn't a rice shower.
Oh yeah, there wasn't a rice shower. Who
was there was Silent Sue's not Silent fuck. Why am I forgetting her name? I think Silent was there though, but God, why am I forgetting her? Sky.
Oh, Saiyan Sky.
There
right,
we go.
Yeah.
Saiyan Sky. Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking the wrong name. Yeah, Suman Sky. I think there was a gold ship. There's a few others. I can't remember who all there was. All I know is I wasn't buying the gold ship because I refused to buy gold ship merch. I have a fucking vendetta against gold ship at this point.
Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, she just doesn't want to train, alright? Don't worry about it.
I like how already we're way off topic. I don't see Larry anywhere.
Maybe we scared the poor kid away.
His heart was shut tight with a psych lock. I guess I'll have to look for him now. What a thorn in my side.
It's fine.
Isn't there once where there's like 5 psych locks and then you show like one piece of evidence and they all break?
I think so. I do remember that, yeah. God, I forget how all of this is connected. Hang on. Okay, main gate. How do we get back to the detention center? I think that would be on the suspension bridge, right? Yeah, okay.
We gotta go somewhere.
We gotta go somewhere.
Ah, Mr. Edgeworth.
I came back because I need to ask you a few more questions, if you don't mind.
But I've already told you everything that I...
Iris, please remember. I'm on your side. You can tell me anything.
Yes, thank you.
All right.
Since I have been handed this case, it is my duty to dig up all the answers. Understand?
Yes, sir.
The smallest flame can sometimes bathe a case in a whole new light. In my years in court, I've seen it happen over and over again. That's why I'm committed to searching until I have those answers. Now then, is it really true that you didn't go to the inner temple last night?
Yes, I swear. I already told you that.
Yes, you said you didn't go because you were frightened.
That's right.
If that's the case, then the obvious question is, what were you afraid of? Iris, I wonder, is this what frightened you so much that you couldn't even leave your own room?
Let's see. Weather data. Where's the... There it is. All right. Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, hang on. There we go. I
Yeah, you
forgot
can't
that
shout in the-
I forgot I can't scream in these sections. Dang it.
I have a horse next to me as well. On my shelf next to me. I found this in the main hall. It is addressed to you.
That's...
Well, Iris? Ugh, God, I wish I could stop yawning.
Why are you glaring at me like that?
You were scared of the blackmailer who wrote you this to you. Isn't that correct? Was it the evidence or the power of my glare that broke that lock? Oh well, I don't suppose it matters either way.
Thank you, Edgeworth.
You stare at the lock hard enough, it will break. I forget how fucking goofy Edgeworth is.
Yeah,
during
exactly.
this.
Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes.
I thought that letter was just someone playing a prank on me.
A prank.
Well, yes. After all, even if I did have a secret, there's no one to tell it to that would cause me any there's no one to tell it to that would cause me any grief.
I wonder about that.
Sister Bikini is like a mother to me. I would never hide anything from her.
No, you may not have anything to hide under normal circumstances. However, last night was different. Unfortunately, I don't know the exact nature of your secret yet. However, whatever it is, there's one person you don't want your secret told to. The sword.
Obviously, it's the sword. It's the cane.
It's Dick Gumshoe.
Hey, pal. So, what was that?
I don't
What's the
wa-
secret?
In terms of the, I wonder what I want to read some of the other character descriptions while we're here
Yeah,
in the
sure.
profile page because we haven't read. Yeah, we got that
We became
one.
friends, though.
Yeah, because we stopped. We didn't have anyone else up to the Larry's teacher. Okay, nothing weird there. That's why I like wanted to know. Doesn't seem to have any spiritual power. Okay, prosecutor holds a grudge against right? Fair enough. Her bad bag really bothers.
her. I guess so.
Continuing typical spiritual training is now trapped there. Okay. Maya's cousin was apparently the victim at the time of the crime. Currently with the victim at the time of the crime. Currently missing. It is currently. I just love. I don't remember how we.
Oh wait, no, hang on.
Oh.
I blacked out. Dang it.
Absolute fucking brilliance.
It's not even 20 minutes
You're
in
good
the
at-
stream yet, and we're already goofing up.
Already goofing off.
Alright, it's fine. It's only that. Where is the? There it is. No Iris. Okay. Everything is fine. Everything is okay. Don't worry about it, chat. Everything's alright. Wonder about that. However, last song was different, but okay. Anyways. Yeah, it's
The thing we actually meant to do.
Yes.
Phoenix Wright.
Ah!
You mean something to Wright, it seems. And I can tell he holds a special place in your heart as well. That's why you didn't want him, of all people, to know your deep, dark secret. Well, what do you have to say?
I should have expected as much. Especially from a friend of his.
Unlock successful.
Wow.
After dinner, this letter was waiting for me in my room. As I said, I was frightened by it.
What is this heavenly hall the letter mentions?
It's a small mountain shack at the base of Dusky Bridge.
A small shack, huh?
It's more like a broken down shack that no one would ever want to go near.
Where is it on the map? This map?
It's around here. To get there, you must follow a small path down from Dusky Bridge. The reality is, to get to the inner temple, I had no choice but to cross that bridge. But the thought that such a terrible criminal could be lurking at Heavenly Hall. I was so scared by the whole affair, I didn't want to think about it at all.
So is this the secret you locked away in your heart?
Yes.
It looks as though I may have to visit this heavenly hall now. Maybe I'll find some sign of our mystery blackmailer.
In any case, you
still claim to have never left your room that night.
Yes, that's exactly right.
I do that very often when I'm reading both in a scene.
That's fair, yeah. I mean, I do it too. I fumble also, but you know.
Yeah. Like, I had to bounce between the two things, and then sometimes I read the name wrong, and I'm like, oop, wrong voice.
Oopsie daisy.
That's not your voice.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Iris's testimony added to the court record. Trial starts tomorrow. I promise you, I will win. I'm gonna win so that you and Phoenix Wright can see each other again. But when I do, you must promise me that you will tell him your secret.
But it's pointless.
Why would you say that?
Because I may know who Phoenix Wright is. But he has no idea who I am.
What does that one mean?
A little ominous, but sure.
I just finished speaking with the head nun of Hazakura Temple. She testified very clearly as to what happened. She said she saw you stab Miss Elise Dunim with the sword. And one other thing. She said that when Maya Fey began her training at the Inner Temple, you were there as well.
What?
When I spoke with you last, you claimed that you never went to the Inner Temple. And yet, Sister Bikini says she met you at the Inner Temple that very night.
But I didn't go there. I didn't go to the inner temple last night.
Huh.
What the fuck happened?
Interesting.
Something weird's going on here.
Well, thanks for your testimony, Iris. Everything's fine then. Alright, cool. Hi, Gumshoe. Alright, let's see what this is.
Just ignore Gumshoe. Damn.
Don't worry about it. I'm looking at what they say's.
Oh, wait. What am I looking at?
Yeah, what are we looking at, Seven? Oh, ho, ho. Oh, not much of a view down here, huh?
Why did you follow me down here?
I didn't really have anything else to do.
Couldn't you, like, investigate the area?
Wow, that's snow. Alright, investigation over. It's still better than my view from my apartment, though.
Someone's here! Hide yourself, detective.
Oh, why does this always happen? Whenever I find a girl I like, they always
The shift killed me.
Look,
Wholly unexpected.
I absolutely did not expect this expression this quickly. So I was like, I didn't. I just like saw it happen, and I just like read whatever was there, and I just every time this idiot makes this face.
This has been like the best reoccurring gag.
That's great. I even chased one of them to Tibet. To Tibet? Next is gonna be prison, I guess.
Oh, don't do that one.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do what I think you're doing.
All right.
I'll
Larry.
steal the detective's wallet. That'll get me locked up for sure. Oh. Okay. That's significantly better than what we were thinking.
Larry, I don't think that wallet has anything in it. I think it's just for show.
It's got his driver's license, an expired credit card, and a few flies. Nah,
Jesus Christ.
I can't do that to someone who looks down on his luck.
Oh my God, Larry.
Oh, who looks like he's down on his luck, coming from Larry Butts of all people? Oh no.
Gumshoe. Gumshoe, I'm sorry.
Ooh, no. Dang. He's just talking to himself. Also, ouch.
Shh, be quiet and listen.
Oh, I knew it. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I blew it again.
Done that. What did he do, I wonder?
Hey, you! About what you just said. I got an objection!
Jesus Christ. Never say that again.
What the? Angie! You dirty rat!
Gumshoe, you oaf!
I'm sorry, sir. Before I knew it, I was shouting out, objection! Man, it does feel pretty good to say. And in a loud, commanding voice, too! Even pointed with my pointer finger. Maybe I should become a lawyer.
No.
Aw.
You've watched too many trials.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, Larry, the jig is up. What do you have to say for yourself? God, I love Larry's theme.
Jesus Christ. Alright, what is here?
Larry's theme is great.
It's great. It's so good.
What is this festive-looking ornament?
It reminds me of art class in grade school. We used to have a lot of fun decorating this in the classroom with origami, remember?
Well,
Oh, yeah! Yeah, you were never any good at it.
Damn, Larry.
Dang. Oh, really? Yeah, this guy was so bad he couldn't even fold $1, let alone a crane. Everyone tried to comfort him, but he would just sit there sobbing. Oh, really? I never would have expected that.
Be quiet already! I'll never forget the shame of that day. You want a crane? I can now make a perfect quarter-inch crane without a single flaw.
Wow. You know, Edgy. Nothing for nothing, but a quarter-inch crane without a single flaw is not easy. Yeah, that's actually quite a feat, Professor. That's actually quite a feat, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
Ugh. This is exactly why I hate childhood friends.
Alright.
Edgeworth, just accept your lot in life. These go all the way to Dusky Bridge. It's pretty long. It's a pretty long but easy walk.
I fell down 4 times on my way down here, sir. Oh, sorry about that, Detective. I ate 4 bananas and tossed their peels on the stairs my way down here. Why?
Because he's Larry.
Bro was setting
Are you
up traps
surprised?
like freaking Smash Brothers Diddy Kong, dude.
Are you surprised?
Like, literally, for no reason.
Just do what he do.
What? So that's what I was slipping on. Oh, be careful on the way back. Those deadly banana peels are still out there. That's a real important piece of information right there, Mr. Edgeworth.
Edgeworth really is just surrounded by idiots.
He is surrounded by idiots 24/7.
This is the
This is the Eagle. This is the Evil River. This is the Eagle River, sir. Runs pretty fast, so it doesn't ice over, even in the winter.
If it had iced over, Wright would have been in some serious trouble.
Oh, you're right about that. He would have landed on the ice and slid downstream to who knows where.
Not exactly what I meant, but all right. Yes, that's what would have happened.
Sure. Yep. Alright, let's see here. Pot.
I smoke pot in a
That's a horrible graffiti problem you got there, pal. Oh, you don't know anything,
You
Detective. This is art. It's an expression of my bittersweet love for Iris.
Are we sure about that?
I'm sure that's a fact.
Larry, do you know the difference between graffiti and true... Do you know what the difference between graffiti and true art is?
It's how the artist himself defines it, right?
I should have seen that one coming.
Well, if that's the case, then all my lunchboxes are masterpieces too, pal. Oh boy.
Is anyone here intelligent?
No. No, I'm afraid not. See, are we able to? No. Okay. All right. It's just the wall. It's just the paintings. Okay. Never mind. Able to? No. Okay. I think that's the river. Can you see the bridge? All right.
It's a little far, but I have a pretty clear view of Dusky Bridge from here.
Oh, I still can't believe it. Really?
What is it, Larry?
No, nothing. It's nothing. Sounds pretty suspicious to me.
Something about that statement smells. And you know what they say. If something smells...
It's usually the butts.
The straw roof is totally covered with freshly fallen powdery snow.
Wow, makes a nice image, doesn't it? I always did like the rustic look.
Heavenly Hall. I suppose it's an appropriate name in some sense.
You
I
got
say
that
last
right.
one sounds like a strip club or something.
It does sound like a strip club. I'm gonna be real. Oh, look at that bridge up there. This place has to be heaven, because that thing is hell.
You would do well to remember, Larry, that this is a sacred place to some people.
All right, Larry.
What is this little shack anyway?
Well, I just discovered it myself yesterday.
And why were you down here in the first place?
Come on. I'm an artist. I was looking for a good place to sketch. God, this is a great little place. It's, artistic. It's quiet, it's cold, it's got no power, and it looks like it's about to collapse. That sounds like a lot. It sounds a lot like my apartment there, pal. Youch.
One thing's for sure. No one is likely to show up and disturb you here.
So, can I get you something to drink? Some hot water, maybe? He's getting all buttery on us, sir. He just has hot water. It's literally it. Listen, Miyagi. You gotta do this. You gotta save Iris!
Why are you so sure that she's innocent? Because she's cute?
Now watch your mouth! Anyway, I've made up my mind about it. I'm gonna marry that girl.
Hey, Trent.
Hi, Trent. How's it going, buddy? Mr. Edgeworth is pretending he didn't hear you, so I'm gonna ask for him. Have you already asked this girl to marry you? No, not yet. But I can tell the way she looks by the look in her eyes. She's got this, I really want this man to carry me over the threshold look. I'm sure Nick would be surprised. He'd never imagined that I could marry such a beautiful girl like that. It's going.
Something tells me you would be shocked indeed.
But I didn't want her to do anything dangerous. I mean, what am I gonna do if she gets hurt? What is this guy trying to say? He's lost me about a mile back.
If we really want to know the answer to that, we're going to have to drag him onto the witness stand. Come to think of it, you still haven't answered my question. Where were you and what were you doing last night?
Oh man, don't you have anything else to talk about? But with that kind of attitude, you'll never be a ladies' man like me.
You know, not for nothing, he does poll.
He does pull. He just can't keep them there.
Yeah. Can't keep him there, but he does pull.
He does pull. Larry does pull. He pulls a lot, actually. It's just that.
Bull in there, and then jump scare the odds say he's dying. It's a fucking disease. Like they won't. Nah, I think the best thing would just be they jump scare you with Larry got married.
That'd be crazy. I'd also like to imagine it's a happy marriage too. Like it's it's like it's
like the Ronda Light marriage.
Yeah. Like it'd be so funny if the girl that that Larry marries is like just as if not more into Larry than Larry is into her.
Exactly. That's what we need. That's what needs to happen in fucking the next Phoenix Wright game.
Exactly. He doesn't pull, he throws out the hook, and he gets a lot of fish to bite, but he doesn't do anything to actually catch the fish. He just kind of hopes he comes in. You know what? That's also fair. Okay, chill out with those scary eyes. I got it. If you really want to know, last night was... Well, I saw something incredible.
Saw something incredible?
Oh! Only, and I mean only, if said woman that Larry marries is just as, if not more, pathetic than him. True!
Fucking hilarious.
Boy failure to girl failure communication. Yeah, but let's not talk about that right now. Let's talk about the good old days. What do you say? Come on, I'll pour you a nice cup of hot water.
Why hasn't he realized that I absolutely despise talking about the good old days, especially with him?
All right. Gotta do the bada bang, bada boom.
All right, now, you're going to tell me what you really saw that night.
Whoa, you're really upset, aren't you, Reggie? Okay, I'll talk.
Huh? That was a bit too easy.
Yeah, anyway, it was awesome. I'd never seen anything like it. Around 10 o'clock last night, it started thundering. I've been sleeping, I'm not sure for how long. Suddenly, zig! A world in front of me went white. Like I'd just been slapped in the face by my old girlfriend, Naomi.
And then...
And then... it was on fire! The bridge was on fire!
Dusky Bridge caught fire. Are you saying you saw it with your own eyes?
You expect it to be some girl boss manipulating him because it's fun, only to find it's basically just a femme Larry that's got black hair or something and just gotta sit there like, oh god, they're multiplying.
No, I want it to be, I kind of want it to be like a Ron Delight, and what's her name situation.
Oh god, right.
Desiree.
Yeah, Desiree, yeah.
Yeah. Where it's like, it is the girl boss and guy failure, because it's fucking funny, dude.
That's fair. I think either situation would be very funny, though.
Either way, she needs to be just as, it's like you said, she needs to be just as into, if not more, into him.
Yes.
As he is to her.
Right. Hey! Why are you giving me the evil eye? I'm telling the truth!
There are still 3 Cyclocks remaining. That means he's still trying to hide something. By the way, Larry, where were you when you saw that happen?
Where you say? What do you mean?
Do you mean, what do I mean? Just answer the question.
I was in my own room by the main hall. Where else would I be?
As usual, you're as transparent as an empty jelly jar. The problem is, I suspect lies there.
There? What do you mean there?
It's impossible for you to have seen the lightning strike from Dusky Bridge to your room.
Let's see, where's the... Hang on, where's the map?
Here's
There it
the
is,
map.
there's the map. Yeah, yeah, fair enough. Take that.
This is a map of the area. Take a look around the vicinity of Hazakura Temple.
Like, there's such a pathetic person that Larry has to step up and actually be normal, and he just turns to Phoenix at some point like, is this how it felt talking to me all this time? Be honest. With the saddest, most genuine puppy dog eyes this human can What am I looking for?
I think it should be fairly obvious. The main hall is surrounded by trees. It's impossible to see the bridge from there.
What? Why did you tell me that before?
He's an idiot. Well,
So
how about it?
stupid. How about what?
Do you feel like talking now?
About what?
It looks like it won't be that easy after all. You leave me no choice. I'll have to move on to the next step. You weren't in your room at the temple, so then where were you?
You don't know that I wasn't in my room.
So, where was Larry and why was he there? If I've read the situation up to this point correctly, the answer is fairly obvious. Very well then, let's test my theory. The place you witnessed the lightning strike at Dusky Bridge was here! That image fucking wild of Edgeworth at the top.
Hi, Edgeworth.
I don't know why that makes me laugh.
So weird seeing on the left side of the screen from now for a bit.
I'm a defense attorney for now, I guess. Somehow.
Anyways, there you are.
The place you saw the lightning strike from was naturally Heavenly Hall.
Why would I be hanging out in this old shack? It's freezing cold. There's no electricity. It could fall apart at any minute.
Larry, how do you know that anyway? How do you know there's no electricity? After all, it's not that dark yet.
Uh-oh.
In other words, you have just provided evidence that to prove my theory. My theory that you've at least once in your life visited Heavenly Hall after sunset.
Yeah, man, I have to admit I'm impressed, Edgy. You're in a totally different league from Nick.
That's nice. Now tell me more. What were you doing this cold little shack last night?
That's what you might call a fair decor.
I think you mean a Fairy Decor? Could it be you were waiting for someone?
No. You really are a scary guy, you know.
I believe that last night you were waiting for this person to come meet you.
There it is. There she is. Take that.
There's only one person you'd wait for in a horrible place like this, Larry.
I told you before. Don't call me Larry.
The person you were waiting for was Iris.
Oh, suddenly I feel cold all over, Edgy.
No doubt because of my chilly glare.
So,
Ugh.
you think I got the
Ouchies.
hots for Sister Iris, huh? We know
Brother.
you have.
Yeah.
What do you mean to think? What have we been talking about for the last 15 minutes?
My bro, my dude, my guy.
Dude,
You can't be this dumb.
can't be this stupid, dude. Do you have some kind of evidence? You got something that proves I was waiting for her? Or are you just guessing? I mean, I guess we are just guessing, but I feel like we're making some hypotheses more than shots in the dark.
Yeah. This is where I draw the line and end this ridiculous little game. Here's the evidence that you were waiting for Iris.
Alright. Oh boy.
Here's your evidence. You called her to this spot with a pathetic blackmail letter.
Oh, hey, give that back! You're embarrassing me! What are you doing with that anyway?
That's not important. I misjudged you, Larry.
What do you mean?
Taking advantage of a woman's frailty like that, you should be ashamed of yourself.
The fact that Larry was seemingly like this, was this much like this as a kid, makes it genuinely mind-boggling how he ever made friends, let alone with people like Phoenix and Edgeworth.
Not even they know.
Yeah, not even they
Well-
know.
Again, court records prove that.
I don't remember
Oh.
how we became friends though. Like, not even that they know why they're friends with him. That's crazy. No. No.
First of all, what's this at the top of the letter? It says salutations here.
Well, that's what it said in the book. Letter writing for dummies. Letter writing for dummies, bro.
Dude, bro,
Are
I
you
was say,
kidding
bro,
me?
fucking use Chat GPT.
Did this guy have to literally break out a book? Letter writing for dummies? Oh my god.
You realize Larry would fucking use Chat GPT.
He would, god. Jesus. How? Work emails for dummies. Bro has been a mooch since grade school. I'm sick. Not, like, literally. Like, the friggin' trial in which Phoenix was accused of stealing Miles's, of stealing Edgeworth's, like, lunch money. He was the guy who stole it. They actually was straight up mooching off of both of them since grade school.
Larry, you fucking useless.
They're actually so stupid.
You're a dumbass, Larry Butts. You really are a klutz. You're not supposed to actually write that. That is what you're supposed to write, Dear Iris.
What? I'm so sorry.
So you were at Heavenly Hall last night, were you not, Larry? And you saw the lightning hit Dusky Bridge, didn't you?
Sorry, Edgy. Sorry doesn't cut it, you scumbag. Threatening a young lady like that. No. Wait, hold up. Oh, what now, pal? What are you talking about? What threatening stuff? I'll tell you what. You tried to scare Iris by threatening to expose her secret, pal. What do you mean threaten? When did I threaten her? Unless you want her secret to be exposed. That sure sounds like a threat to me, pal. Blackmail, in fact. Oh, give me a break. It's a love letter. Haven't you ever been in love?
He's useless. He's stupid.
This man is frustrating to no end.
Look, he's just a bit dumb.
Jesus Christ.
Can you blame Larry? He's dumb. Larry is an idiot. You good? You good
no, oh my god, bro. Also, going back to the way you, to the thank you from earlier, I love how Edgeworth is so bad of a tsundere that it's like, that he is like that almost always, except for when he gets praised in a somewhat genuine and kind of unexpected way, and then he just goes back to being normal. I just appreciate how Edgeworth's character throughout the game, since games more and more, becomes the perfect example of that one phrase. No matter how hard you try, you really can't hide how big your heart is. It really feels perfect for his weird ass. Yeah, that's good. That's true. He's definitely had some really good character development over the course of the 3 games.
That's why we love him.
That's why we love him. Anyways.
What did you just say?
My love for her burns so hotly, it could melt all the snow on this mountain.
Oh! Then what is this secret you mentioned?
Oh, come on, Edgy. Don't you get it? I'm talking about the secret love between her and me!
She was scared for nothing.
She was scared for absolutely friggin' nothing.
He's like, if every frustrating in life was shoved into a single guy, Larry.
How do you continue to exist, dude?
By being Larry Butts.
Oh my god, bro. Obviously, she wouldn't want old Lady Bikini to know about it, right? About our hot and sour, bittersweet love affair. Oh my god, bro.
Larry, you are a fucking piece of work.
Oh my god.
Can Larry stop existing?
How's everyone tonight? I'm going to punch a man in the face.
And it's gonna be Professor F. Novardis. I still want to kill that man. Dude, I finished Trails Beyond the Horizon yesterday, and there was like... I cannot wait to... One, I can't wait till we get to that game. 2, I hate when we get to that game because by the time we get to it, Horizon 2 will be out you won't have to wait like I do. I have to fucking wait. At the very least, like, maybe a year.
Dang, that's crazy. Good for me, I guess.
Yeah, you won't have to. Wait a year to stream the next one just after beating Horizon 2 just so you have to suffer like me.
Wow, okay, rude.
A Mega Man joke that I should do that for Cold Steel 3.
Wow, okay, rude.
Because I had to, that's what I had to suffer, because I remember Cold Steel 3 was the last game at the time when I started playing this game. Anyway, what the fuck? All right then. Why did you send a love letter in a business like manila envelope?
Don't give me a break. It's not my fault I didn't have any other envelopes. Sheesh. You have these, but not actual letters, bro.
Are you really questioning that?
I hate this man.
Can't stop playing the swinging arena.
It's like that one thing about that one Habsburg that was so inbred. He was literally a human being, and on his Wikipedia it included the phrase, baffled the world at large with his continued existence. Like, that's how I feel with Larry. Why and how is he like this? I hate this man. He's so dumb.
He does his best.
Then why were you so quick to apologize, pal? It's because Edgy gave me that scary look of his. What's wrong, Edgy? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden?
That's it. That's what all those huge locks were about.
Bro, Edgeworth made him get Cyclops because he's that scary to him. Oh my god, dude.
It be like that sometimes. I don't understand why you were so defensive.
Well, I don't know either. I guess the thing is, you shouldn't expect too much from a guy like me. Hey, come on, don't let it get you down. Also, as someone who's been watching a small-time streamer go through Horizons, man, I know y'all gonna have some shit to say at some points. That's gonna be great.
Dude, I beat that game last night, and it's just wild. I cannot wait for us to get to the game, so Keith can just be like, I can get Keith's reaction to all the what the fuck happening in that game.
Live dinosaur reaction.
Because like that entire game, it's like, what? Ooh, trails of Cold Steel. What? Ooh, cry for me. What?
Huh?
It's like when all the callbacks happen, you're like, ooh, cool callback. What the fuck is happening?
Oh my god, I love callbacks. It's just like Fate's Strange Fate.
Fucking dude, I fucking lost my shit when Cry for Me started playing.
But Mr. Edgeworth, this guy's still hiding something, I know it.
What do you mean, detective?
Don't forget what this guy just said a minute ago. If you really want to know, last night I saw something incredible.
He's right. Larry!
At least Gumshoe isn't that much of a an idiot. Like, jeez, dude. But what? You're looking at me like a hungry dog that just found a bone.
What was this something incredible you saw last night? You're going to tell me, Larry, one way or another.
Oh yeah, the something incredible, huh? The murder. I already told you, didn't I? I saw lightning strike Dusky Bridge!
Yes, I believe it was the incredible sight you saw. But now that I think about it, something doesn't quite ring true.
What doesn't?
If that's all there is to your story, your heart wouldn't have had all those locks. Yes, Larry. I believe you saw something last night. Something more incredible than lightning.
What? When? Where? Why? How? Hey, what do you think you're doing? If you hide anything from Mr. Edgeworth, I'll arrest you on the spot, pal. You gotta be friggin' kidding me.
More locks. No!
It's really funny how, like, Phoenix always has much more muted reactions to Cyclops, but every time Edgeworth comes across them, he's like, what the hell?
Edgeworth is like, fuck!
We're back in the building again! He's, God. It's so funny watching Edgeworth, who's, you know, normally way more composed than Phoenix is, like, actually genuinely freaking out about these. Like, even when, like, Cyclops were first introduced to Phoenix, he didn't have, like, as big of a reaction as, like, Edgeworth does. And it's really funny just seeing stuff like this.
We're just like, I fucking hate it here!
Oh, man. What's wrong, sir?
Does this mean I have to do it all over again?
Usually, yes. Why are you glaring at me like I'm next to be hit by a bolt of lightning?
I've just about had it with this Harlequin. If I really want to drag the truth out of him, I'll just have to drag him to the witness stand.
Oh, okay. Alright, cool. Fair enough, I guess. There's the save point. Alright. Oh, boy.
Oh my, Mr. Larice feels that way about me?
Also, I won't elaborate, but so far my reaction to Horizons is the phrase I invented recently of, I love how every piece of Japanese media after 2004 is either Fate or Sonic Adventure 2. Okay, sure.
Sonic Adventure 2, despite being Sonic Adventure 2, is actually Fate. I love that meme, by the way.
Yeah, that's so good. Every RPG is either Dungeons and Dragons, or or Gundam.
Although it just originates from fucking Calvin Hobbes.
Yeah, Calvin and Hobbes.
Apparently, he wasn't aware of your real secret at all. This is no time to be embarrassed!
Oh, God.
Oh, what the fuck? What did you do?
Accidentally, closed my DS. Yes.
Huh.
Instead of, you know, minimizing a tab. That's what
Oh,
happened.
maybe you shouldn't do that. Did you ever think about that?
Yeah, I will not accidentally close my DS. That's definitely what happened on my totally real hardware. Anyways, wow. I like how Iris
Oh,
is just
shit,
like
no.
being like blushing because of this.
It's no time to be getting embarrassed.
No, don't worry about it.
I'm sorry. I'm just hardly accustomed to that sort of thing.
Don't worry, it happens a lot with Larry.
Were we not? And in any case, whatever it was they saw that night of the incident, mark my words, I will drag it out of him. Does that mean Mr. Larice is the witness today? No. I believe that none will be the first to take the stand. Sister Bikini? She claims to have seen the very instant in which you carried out the crime. I just want to ask you one last time. It really wasn't you who killed Miss Elise Dunim, correct? This is correct. It wasn't me. Very well, then. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes? You're a prosecutor, aren't you? Are you sure about this? If your true identity is revealed... Don't worry. I've taken the necessary steps. You have?
Yes, I just passed the bar exam just last night. I joke about that, but he probably could.
Yeah.
A lot easier than Phoenix would.
Iris. If it is a prosecutor's job to doubt people. But right now, I am a defense attorney. A defense attorney job is to believe people and to believe until the bitter end. That's what a friend of mine once told me. Mr. Edgeworth. You may pass judgment on me from the defendant's chair. You are the one to decide whether or not I am able to do the task I have been entrusted. Very well. I'll leave my defense in your capable hands.
Edgeworth is that guy, unfortunately, so he can do basically anything, but in a way that pisses you off.
Very true.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I just realized what's about to happen.
Yep. Court is now in session for the trial of Sister Iris of the Hazakura Temple.
Caught me.
He's back!
All rise for the...
All rise for dishonorable Judge Zap Brannigan.
I was gonna say the questionable Judge Zap Brannigan. I love the fact that his voice actor was at fucking Animeverse.
He was, yeah, that's true.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Wow, look at that, Edgeworth. You actually get to fulfill your childhood dream. The defense does indeed appear to be ready. However, the same cannot be said for the prosecution in this case.
Indeed.
I'm not sure I like such a blatant waste of this court's time. An empty prosecutor's chair can only mean... I guess the defense wins by default.
Hell yeah!
That the prosecutor has no confidence in their ability to prove their case. It would seem this case is already over before it had a chance to begin. I am ready to announce my verdict at this time. Oh my god, wait.
Bro did not even care. He's just like, let's go.
All right, well, I have a lunch meeting at in about 45 minutes, so
It can't
he's
be.
back. The prosecution stands ready. Also, I probably missed it, but I still love that one Edgeworth Iris scene in detention center because one person made it a case of both of them being very much awkward about how they feel about Phoenix.
Very true. I love that because of investigating the camera and the other thing, the guard.
Oh yeah.
Someone says to someone glares at you, you glare back.
Glare back. Jesus. Oh, it's the teenage girl boss. True. And you are? Francisca Von Karma, prosecuting prodigy. Von Karma, you say? Perchance, you wouldn't be any relation to the legendary prosecutor Manfred Von Karma. Legends are a thing of the past. I am a Von Karma. That is all. Upon a special request, I flew in today for the purposes of prosecuting this case. You did? Then you must be quite a big shot, eh? By the way, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm almost certain I've seen you somewhere before. Or am I just imagining things? You look very much like a prosecutor I met once.
I believe you're imagining things, Your Honor.
Miss Von Karma, you have anything to say? There is no such weakling as this man among the... There is no such weakling as this man among those of the prosecutor's office. She only gets the aura farm thing when it comes to one-upping the fact that her dad sucks. True. There isn't? But I'm sure once in this courtroom... I told you there is no such weakling. What is that? A whip? I'm not sure I care for such a thing in my courtroom.
I love the second they get a normal judge. He's like,
whoa, 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 whoa.
He's like, whoa, wait. That's a whip.
That's a whip. Bailiff, remove that whip and...
The objections to the whip is actually wild.
Oh, jeez. Look, if Phoenix can take it, Edgeworth can take it, okay? It's your damage. Why do you have that? Oh my god. You don't?
The prosecution can wield a whip or drink 17 cups of coffee. But there is still only one truth. That is what I stand here to prove today.
This promises to be interesting, Miles Edgeworth. I had expected to face Phoenix right here today, but looking at you now, maybe this is what I've been waiting for all this time. Miles Edgeworth, I will not allow this chance to crush you slip through my fingers.
I see you brought your flair for the historics.
Allow me to add to the things I'm not sure about. People are acting bizarrely in my court. The stage is set. Now, continue on with your proceedings, Your Honor.
The very second we get a normal fucking prosecutor.
Yeah, a normal judge. He gets
Yeah.
whipped.
And he's just like, what the fuck?
What's that? What the heck is happening here? Very well. Miss Von Karma, please give an outline of this case, with as little whipping as possible. The murder victim is a famed picture book author, Miss Elise Donem. Her body was found in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. She had been stabbed through the torso by a ceremonial sword from a golden statue. The sword in this picture is the weapon in question, correct? Very well. The court accepts this photo of the crime scene. There is no mistake. This was the doing of Sister Iris. After all, there is a witness to her crime. Very well. Please, bring this witness to the stand.
And so it begins. My first and last trial as a defense attorney.
If anyone, if my prosecutor is whipping me in this court case, I'm gone. Oh, jeez. Witness, state your name and occupation, please. Hold on there. I'm not so sure about being not sure if I care for this at all.
I love.
Freaking what?
Not sure about being not sure if I care. What the fuck does that mean, sir?
What on earth could you possibly mean by, you know, whatever. What, it's Phoenix Wright. I say whatever, dude. Witness, please stand up nice and straight. She just rose by like 2 inches.
If I recall correctly, there are a few milk crates in the defendant's lobby for the witnesses with bad backs.
Brother man is realizing he lives in a cartoon. Oh, jeez. Bailiff, fetch a crate for this poor lady, please. There we go. Once again, your name and occupation, please.
Oh, little old me? Well, I'm the head nun of Hazakura Temple on Eagle Mountain. My name's Bikini. You got it? Bikini. Nice to meet everyone.
But you don't appear to be wearing a bikini right now. The courtroom is the garden of holy judgment. Those with lechery in their hearts should leave the sanctuary at once. You want me to leave? Shoot, I mean, maybe.
Just.
The lady made
Oh yeah, the lady made sure about the limitations of the GBA. The GBA couldn't handle her at full power.
Yeah, the GBA couldn't handle Sister Bikini at her strongest. I kind of want to see that what that concept art would be like.
Oh, no need to get your bikinis in a twist. Let me tell you, I'm a sight to behold in summer.
In any case, I hear that you saw the crime take place on the night in question.
That's right. I can still hardly believe it myself, to be honest. Oh, there's no way my dear little Iris could do something like that.
Let us hear what you have to say then. First, tell us about your own movements that night, eh? I forgot that he was Canadian. So sometimes I'm just going to have to, like, slip into a very bad accent.
Canadian Zap Brannigan. Jesus Christ, what the fuck is happening anymore?
Welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials Tribulations, everyone.
Jesus Christ.
That night, I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but, well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. So, I left Iris to help the acolyte, then returned to Hazakura Temple. There's no bath at the inner temple, you see, and I need a long, hot soak. It was after I had finished, just as I was heading back. Oh, that's when I saw it!
So it was simply coincidence that you found yourself returning to Hazakura Temple.
Yeah, you could say that. If my back hadn't been in so much pain, I would have stayed at the inner temple.
That sounds like a pretty important statement she just made.
There's only one problem with this testimony that I can see. And you're not about to fall at the first hurdle. Now are you, Miles Edgeworth? Miles, Mr. Edgeworth, please begin your cross-examination. Alright, let's see here. It'd be really funny if Gumshoe started going like, "Hey, do you need a tutorial on how to be a defense attorney, Mr. Edgeworth?"
It's like, fuck you talking about tutorial? Who? What?
You see, you scroll through with the touch screen.
Please never speak to me again.
Remember, you can always access the court record with the present button.
Please stop talking to me.
Anyways. Yeah, I left Iris to help with the acolyte, but she didn't actually go there, did she? Yeah. If it weren't for the fact that it was on my end, I would just ask you to actually yell into the mic. Objection!
Plus, there'd be no way to get it to hear.
Yeah. No, don't worry about it. I will simply put my headphones over the microphone.
That would be terrible. For several reasons.
Okay, but it'd be really funny though.
Witness. Witnesses have to undergo their own trials, I'm afraid. The defendant's fate rests on their powers of observation and memory, after all.
Oh, well. Don't worry, I'm more than up to the task. I'm a woman of faith, after all. Head honcho of Hazakura Temple.
In that case, Miss Hancho, I'd like you to explain something for me. The discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant, Iris. She claims that after ringing the lights out bell, she went back and stayed in her room. Which means she did not go to the inner temple at all.
No! She said that?
Defense or a witness? Who's more likely to lie, do you suppose? The defendant is simply lying to cover her back.
But that is completely illogical. The murder was committed in the courtyard of Hazakura Temple. Claiming that she went to the inner temple would make her a much better alibi.
But that is odd. Whatever the reason, I can't believe that she would lie.
She does indeed have honest eyes. Ugh! All people lie. That is my belief. Why am I the only one being whipped in here?
Because you probably deserve it.
Dang. Anyway, neither the witness nor the defendant have any reason to lie. Which means, you must call your memory into question.
Oh, dear. You're older than me, and yet you want to play that game, do you?
Okay. Damn.
Why is she so locked in?
Sorry.
That isn't exactly what I,
My memory is perfect, crystal clear, especially in winter.
Then I suppose it's too early to end this cross-examination, eh? Mr. Edgeworth, if you are going to question the memory of the witness, you will need to show a more decisive piece of evidence.
Understood, Your Honor. I was naive to think that alone would do the trick.
Then please add your comments about Iris to the testimony, and let us return to the cross-examination. Temple just exactly as she had been at dinner. but she had her hood off. Because she gave it to Phoenix. Objection!
Witness, let's get one thing straight. The defendant who you claim to have met, she was wearing this demon warding hood, correct?
Of course. It's a very important piece of clothing, I'll have you know.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold it right there. Why do you have that?
The question of the day is, that's the question of the day now, isn't it, Miss Von Karma? I'll have you know that this hood was given to me by someone as a gift. Before the lights out bell was rung.
What?
You know where I'm going with this, don't you? If the witness had seen the defendant as she claimed, the defendant couldn't have been wearing this very hood.
Well. The freaking milk crates.
Crazy. It's not that bad a feeling at all, exposing contradictions like this.
No, don't worry. You'll get to do a lot more of that in your spin-offs.
Now I understand the happy look on Wright's face every time he does it.
Order! Order in the court! Sister? This hood. You have spare ones around the temple, don't you?
Spares? Well, I do tend to make too many of them.
Ah, I see. A stockpile. A surplus of hoods, eh?
Each nun's only given one hood, so this should be the only hood that Iris owned.
Then this is quite strange. Duh! If there was a surplus of hoods, then she could have worn one of those. There's no contradiction here.
I'm sorry to break this to you, Miss Von Karma, but you won't get away that easily. Discrepancies such as this will sow seeds in any human heart. The seeds of doubt.
Witness. While I don't wish to call your testimony into doubt, you must give every detail with precision.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable going along with this.
Sister, you shall continue with your testimony. Tell us what you saw after finishing your bath, on your way back to the inner temple.
Those seeds of doubt are sprouting in the judge's heart. They just need a little more the stimulation to bear fruit. Contradictory stimulation. What the fuck? That took me a second to read because I was so like, what the fuck does that even mean?
I finished my bath around 11, and I thought I should return to the inner temple. And as I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard. I took a look, and Iris was, oh, Mystic Elise, and with that sword of all things. Oh, Mystic Elise was staying in the corner room, which faces out onto the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of your window.
You saw a truly terrible sight, didn't you? If I was in your place, then it would be much like Miss Von Karma whipping Mr. Edgeworth in court, and me seeing it all from this very chair. Well, something like that.
This judge. His imagination is about as vivid and creative as Detective Gumshoe.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I think Mr. Edgeworth was thinking about me for just now. I would look the fool if I commented on such foolishness. Anyways, this case is mine, Miles Edgeworth.
Why does she always if I look like a fool if I commented on such okay. Calling everyone by their full name. Can't you do something about that habit of yours?
But it's really funny to call people by their full government name, Miles Edgeworth. Alright, let's see here. Oh, Jesus.
What? What happened?
It auto-modded Trent's calling him his gay ass.
I didn't even notice that. His edit gets a little off to getting to be Phoenix in a way with his gay ass complimentary. Didn't stop it from getting auto modded, I guess.
I guess so.
Auto mod saw complimentary and was like, no.
Complimentary is really funny though. Alright, let's see. Sort of all things. Seeing the corner room. Standing sound must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window. Where is... There it is. Yeah, so it wouldn't be out. It wouldn't be after. It wouldn't be before. So it would have to be. So the stabbing must have occurred before falling 10 feet. Objection.
Impressive logic. That's what I'd like to say anyway.
Oh, please do. Ah, my brain is something else. Especially in winter.
However, I think you are overlooking one thing. Miss Von Karma, would you be so kind as to take another look at this autopsy report?
The autopsy report? It's updated. Don't you dare pull that with me, Miles Edgeworth.
It's been updated.
I am whipping you immediately.
The victim did fall from a height of 10 feet. However, this fall was after she was killed.
Can you imagine if Franziska pulled the freaking updated autopsy report on Edgeworth in this case?
Edgeworth would just be like, fuck. That's how that feels.
So that's how that feels. Edgeworth, the autopsy report name a more classic gimmick. Man, it's just like we're back in the first game. That's right. It says after death right here.
The scene the witness claims to have seen is contradictory. If the defendant stabbed and killed the victim there in the courtyard, how did the victim go on to take a 10-foot fall?
Order. The victim was killed and then fell. If that is the case, then the victim must have been killed in her room, don't you agree? That is the logical conclusion. Yes, that's right. The victim must have been stabbed by the defendant in her own room. And she was then thrown out of her window down into the courtyard below.
Were there any signs of a struggle in Miss Dini? I don't know why I always fucking screw up on her name.
You got it.
I don't know. Was there any signs of a struggle in Miss? Yeah, I fucking forgot to pronounce her name. Why is my brain not? Was there any sign of struggle in Miss Denim's room? She was stabbed with a sword. That would leave a blood stain, wouldn't you agree?
Well, Miss Von Karma, was there any blood? What? No traces of blood were found in the victim's room. Well, your traces of blood have found. Your whip has caused traces of blood to be found on my glorious playoff beard. However, if there was no. I'm sure there's no need for me to go over this, as I'm sure your honor is well aware of when a stab wound produces the most blood. When it produces the most blood, very little blood is actually lost at the moment of the blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body, that would be when the blade is removed.
Indeed, with the weapon still in place, it acts like a lid on the wound.
That's true. With the weapon still in the body, there wouldn't be much bleeding. A perfectly reasonable line of thinking. We have come to a conclusion, then. The victim was thrown out the window with the sword still in place. This removes all of the contradictions. Order! 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 I must admit that this is a probable version of the events.
I'd expect no less from Francisca von Karma. Yeah, who's using full names now, buddy? She locates and takes every control of every vital point.
It seems that we need a clearer testimony from the witness. Remove all supposition on your part and tell us only the truth, please. Witness, please! Remain standing on the crate.
Don't go selling me short now.
You are short, though.
The weight of winter snow has bit me out of shape. Especially my back and my mood.
Sister, please give us your testimony. I will give you a vigorous massage once we are finished here.
Oh boy. Alright, alright.
With the whip is crazy work.
Bro's just gonna start whipping. She's just gonna start whipping.
Whip it good.
No sidekicks.
When I looked across at the scene, the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mr. Galise. I've never seen so much blood before. That's when I fainted. You can't blame me, can you? And when I woke, Mr. Kami was stabbing Mr. Galise through the back.
This all confirms Miss Von Karma's theory. Manfred raised the gayest kids. I have no idea how he did that. Like, not complaining, I'm just confused. Von Karma strive for nothing but perfection. Putting together such facts is nothing for me. You should know that, Miles Edgeworth.
Perfection is an impossibility, Francisca von Karma. And I am here to teach you just that. Pretty sure she already knows that, given that she lost Phoenix so many times.
Yeah, you know, happens.
Once we reach the recess, we may go ahead and end off, even if it's a bit early, because,
Yeah,
I don't think we'd be able to. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Hold it!
I'll say dumbness.
Hold it! Hold it! There we go.
You'll eventually hold it.
Eventually, we'll hold it.
So you're saying that the victim saw. So you're saying that you saw the victim's blood.
That's right. Some of it splattered on Iris too.
When the defendant was arrested, she was meditating in her room, and her blood-flecked clothing was neatly folded in the corner. Oh.
What? Her clothes were blood-fleckled as well?
That seems quite conclusive to me.
What should I do? What should I do? Press the point further?
Press it further.
Going back to your previous statement. You're saying that you saw a little bleeding when the victim was stabbed. But now you say you saw the victim bleeding.
Well. I say that what I saw is what I saw.
Well, what did you see?
Well, maybe I didn't see the poor woman get stabbed, but I saw the girl pull the sword out of her plain as day.
Pulling the sword out.
Well, it wasn't exactly pulling. It's more like it came out.
Witness, you will add this statement to your testimony.
Oh, was that important?
More important than you can imagine.
I saw the instant in which the blade, plunged into the hilt, was smoothly drawn out.
Are you sure through the hilts? Seems kinda hard. And also there's
Don't worry
only
about
blood
it.
on one end of it.
Don't worry about it.
Objection!
Sister Bikini, you are a reliable witness. At least I'd like to think so. But there are so many contradictions here.
What do you mean? You make it sound as though I'm a liar. But, oh, you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you too.
What contradictions are you talking about?
The scene that the witness claims to have seen. The weapon was thrust in it. The weapon was thrust up to the hilt into the victim. Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body. However, both of these are complete impossibilities.
What do you mean? Please explain explain yourself.
To start with, do you think someone would be possible to stab someone to the hilt with this? No matter how I look at it, the defendant doesn't appear strong enough for that.
Doesn't appear? Oh, what meaningless dribble. I too may appear to be weak and frail, but I can crush men under my heel and make them weep, should I so choose. And she chooses that a lot.
Yeah.
The objection stands. I wept a little back there, I must admit.
We're gonna really be supportive. I don't know. I don't think he'd go to a pride parade. I don't think Manfred von Karma would go to a pride parade.
Oh my god. Holy. God, the image of that is really funny though.
That isn't the only issue here. If the sword was truly stabbed into the body up to the hilt, well, just look at all the branches on it. It certainly wouldn't come out smoothly.
That's...
We also have the problem of the amount of bleeding.
He could have.
It's true that when the blade is left in the body, it acts as a plug of sorts. However, when the weapon is shaped like this, is an entirely different story. It would be too large for the blade to completely stop the bleeding.
That's nothing more than conjecture. In reality, the victim was stabbed with the Shichishito. Even a weapon of this nature may still sometimes slide out smoothly, and may still sometimes stop the blood loss.
You just keep objecting each other. I'm not finished. There is still one more conclusive contradiction.
You still got more?
This one is simple. If the sword really was thrust in all the way to the hilt,
Then where's the blood?
why is there only blood on the tip of it?
Exactly.
If the witness is truly telling the truth, then there should be blood along the entire length of the sword.
No! Order! Bravo, Miles Edgeworth. Facing this many contradictions from a single piece of evidence. All the other attorneys I know could maybe manage one, if that. But what does this all mean? You have proven contradictions regarding the murder weapon, but...
Having come this far, there can only be one answer.
And that is...
The weapon used to kill the victim was not the Shinsei Shido.
What? A foolishly foolish idea born from the foolish mind of a foolhardy foolish fool.
Let's examine this again. What was it that made us think the sword was the murder weapon?
Well, it's because Mr. Kami was holding it.
Exactly. However, if you reflect on this, that is the only basis if you reflect on this, that is the only basis we have to assume such a thing. The impression left by the scene was too strong. That is what influenced us. If it influenced us to believe that the Shinshin Shido was the murder weapon.
So, so maybe the Shichishito is not the murder weapon. Even if that is the case, it changes nothing, Miles Edgeworth. The sister here saw everything. She saw the defendant stab the victim with a sword-like object. That's true. Your response, Mr. Edgeworth?
If that's so, then I would like the prosecution to answer the obvious question it raises.
The obvious question?
Yes. Namely, where did the real murder weapon disappear to? It goes without saying that the police searched the main hall. It goes without saying the main hall and the surrounding area. Perhaps the prosecution can enlighten us as to if a sword-like object was found.
That's... Answer the question, Miss Von Goma. No evidence of that kind was found. Another mystery to throw onto the pile. A trial without a murder weapon is a tricky beast.
Excuse me, could I say something? I just remembered something, actually.
What is it, sister?
I was just thinking, it's possible that just maybe what actually happened was I was just over there.
What exactly are you going on about here?
The murder weapon, I mean, maybe. I think I might know where the sword was disposed of.
I was about to read that, but I didn't even get a chance.
Fair enough. Well then, I think we need to hear the testimony from you one more time, sister.
Impossible!
Probably after this little section of cross-examination,
Yeah.
when we get to a stopping point, we'll end off.
Yeah. What else? What else could this woman have seen? All right, let's see what else she saw.
I saw the murder weapon at around 11. I saw the murder at around 11 p.m. And after asking that it be reported, I went to the main gate. And there, I saw tracks. Tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used. It takes 15 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge, but less than 5 using one of those. Maybe they threw the weapon into Eagle River and came back when I was knocked out. Iris could have done that. She can drive a snowmobile after all.
Witness, please tell us everything you know right away next time.
Well, I'm not in the best of shape. What with my back and my age, you know.
Quite. There were indeed snowmobile tracks in front of the main gate. Here's a photograph. A snowmobile, eh? I see. Well, it certainly is an interesting theory. The tracks begin in front of Hazakura Temple and run all the way to Dusky Bridge.
Uh-oh.
Yeesh. Oh, that solves your pesky little problem, yes? The Eagle River's current is quite swift, meaning that it doesn't freeze over in winter, making it the perfect place to dispose of a murder weapon.
Did she really go to the river to dispose of the murder weapon?
Mr. Edgeworth, your cross-examination, if you please.
Alright.
Let's see.
Cross-examine.
here. Let's see. For the weapon into Eagle River.
Oh my goodness.
You good?
Yep. Just bit of pain.
That's
Nothing
fair.
new.
That is fair. Oh, yeah, right. Fair enough. Action. Let's see. It's on this statement, right?
I believe.
I think it is. We'll find out. Objection. Okay, we're good.
I admit, this photograph proves something. It proves that the snowmobile was used the night of the murder.
You finally accepted the inevitable, it seems, Miles Edgeworth.
However, if the witness, if what the witness says is true, why is there only one set of tracks?
What do you mean?
Iris left Hazakura Temple, threw the weapon into the river, then returned. If this was the case, then naturally there should be two sets of tracks in the snow. those heading out to the bridge and those coming back.
Ah, you're right.
Huh. You are forgetting one thing, Miles Edgeworth.
Hmm.
On the night of the murder, it was snowing. The tracks leading to the bridge were erased by the snowfall. This removes your precious contradiction, now doesn't it? I see. She was at the river. While she was at the river, the snow stopped, leaving just the return tracks in the snow. What do you have to say now, Miles Edgeworth?
Is there a flaw in her theory? This idea that snowfall covered one set of tracks. It's flawless.
It's flawless. Well, we tried.
Shit. We gave it our all.
Well, we gave it our best shot. Sorry, Iris. You're going to jail. I guess you did do it. There has to be something.
The tracks to the river were covered by the snow. What a nice theory. However, Miss Von Karma, that is impossible.
Would you care to explain why there is a rude index finger currently pointing in my general direction? Ah, lovely.
No need. The evidence will do all the talking.
On the night of the murder, the killer went to and returned from Dusky Bridge in order to dispose of the murder weapon. The outgoing tracks were erased by snow. Or so claims Miss Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth, present your evidence to the contrary, eh? Evidence that the outgoing tracks were not covered by the snow. Well, obviously, that'd be the weather data. Yeah, snow from approximately 7 to 10:50. But there was also lightning that struck the bridge.
Yep.
So, you know. Take that! Take that! Take that! There we go.
Witness, please tell us what time it was when you witnessed the crime.
Like I said, it was around 11.
Of course. That means the weapon was thrown away after that time, correct? On that note, please take a look at this data. It is a weather report from Eagle Mountain on the night of the murder.
The weather report.
Snow started to fall at 7 p.m., but it stopped at around 10:50. Therefore, when the sister witnessed the crime at 11 p.m., the snow had already stopped falling. It is impossible for any tracks to be made after that time to have been covered up.
Order. Very well then. It looks like Miss Von Karma's claim has been snowed in.
Okay.
Alright. You deserve a whipping after that. Yeah.
I was waiting for it.
It's too soon to be closing this trial due to snow. Also, that pun was very terrible. Miles Edgeworth! How pathetic of you to rely on the weather of all things. Answer me this then. When is a weather report ever correct?
Okay.
I guess she kind of has a point. No. You got it all wrong. This isn't a forecast. This is actual data. Yeah. Forecast data. All weather reports have some inaccuracies. It may have still been snowing in the vicinity well past 11. That's true. We cannot be totally sure, eh?
What? How did she pull that off?
Honestly, I'm surprised she was able to. It had stopped snowing at Edgeworth Temple when the murder took place. You need to provide conclusive evidence of this.
Come this far. There's no turning back now. Very well. I, too, cannot allow any doubt to remain concerning this testimony.
You can't back down, can you? Such a perfectionist, Miles Edgeworth. Very well then, Mr. Edgeworth. Where is your evidence that it had already stopped snowing when the victim was killed? Where is the... There.
You'll find it.
Wait, where is... Oh, wait, yeah, it is the... Right, fair enough. Take that! Take that. Take that! There we go.
It has to work eventually.
It has to work eventually.
Ultimately, it all comes down to one point. That being, whether or not it was snowing in the courtyard the time the victim was stabbed.
That's right, but proving that is...
Incredibly easy.
Huh?
If we want to know whether it was snowing or not, this photo will tell us everything. Of course, I am referring to the photo of the crime scene. As you can see, everything is covered in snow.
Do it enough and it works. Like, good old percussive maintenance.
With just one exception.
And that is... the body.
The victim herself, Miss Elise Dunim. Why is there no snow on top of her? The answer is simple. It had stopped snowing when she was killed. That's why. In other words, if the killer really did go to Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon, then this photograph, there should be 2 sets of tracks.
Order. Just what are you... Just what are you suggesting, Miles Edgeworth?
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure myself, but this is simply what all the facts point to. That night, someone used the snowmobile to leave Hazakura Temple.
The way the freaking snowmobile moved around.
So movie. From the tracks left, it can be understood that they were heading to Dusky Bridge. At that time, it was still snowing.
Of course it was, because those tracks were gone.
Then, when the person returned to Hazakura Temple,
Back it goes.
the snow had stopped. Thus, the return tracks remained.
Hmm.
Can I say something? This all sounds a bit fishy to me.
What does, sister?
There's only one key for the snowmobile.
Mm-hmm.
Furthermore, on the night in question, we know that the defendant had it. The key was found in her room after the murder.
Which can only mean that night, Iris used the snowmobile to go to the inner temple.
But Iris said that she never went there. I should probably press on this point some more when I get a chance.
The snowmobile can't cross the suspension bridge. So she must have left it on the Hazakura side of the bridge and crossed on foot.
That sounds right.
But what's odd is when I left Iris and returned to Hazakura Temple, I didn't see anything near the Dusky Bridge.
You must have just failed to see it, sister.
Maybe, but when I made it back to Hazakura Temple, it was there by the main gate. The snowmobile, I mean. I know what I saw. It was covered in snow, too.
But, oh, God, I hate when that happens.
Oh, well. Cool. Thanks. Order. Order. Order in the court. What does this mean?
So then, what was the snowmobile used for? It wasn't taken by the defendant when she went to the inner temple. It had... if that had been, then the witness couldn't have possibly seen it by the gate. Furthermore, it wasn't used by the killer to dispose of the murder weapon. If that was the case, there should be two set of tracks in this photo. All we know is this. After it stopped snowing, someone used a snowmobile to return to Hazakura Temple. I never thought a simple snowmobile could cause so much trouble.
I think we've arrived at this point due to the witness.
Yes, I've nothing more to add. I told you everything I know.
Well then, that still leaves us with the same problem. If only there was someone, a witness who could testify having seen the snowmobile.
A witness, huh?
Was there no one out walking, perhaps, near Dusky Bridge on that night?
I don't think that's likely. It was cold enough to freeze her ears off. Only an idiot would go out wandering in that.
An idiot, you say?
Unless they had something really important to do.
Well, that's a shame.
Hold on. Something is coming to me. An idiot may have well gone wandering out at night on that subarctic night. Your Honor. I actually have an idea. There may be one individual who able to help us.
Really? Do you know of someone who might have seen the snowmobile on the night of the murder?
I don't know for sure if you saw it or not. But there are two things about him that come to mind.
Which are?
first that he saw something incredible on the night of the murder.
And the second being?
This individual that I'm thinking of went wandering outside on that cold night. In other words, he is our kind of idiot.
Dang.
I love how complicated this case gets by the end.
Right? Mr. Edgeworth, who is this idiot you're talking about? There he is. What does he have to say about Francisca? Prosecutor at 13. Wow. Alright. Take that. This guy must be a product of Jean-Luc Delarduc's Guide to Obnoxious French Painting. What?
This is Larry Butts, the student of the victim, Elise Dunin.
Absolutely insane, by the way. Student. Interesting. Why was he wandering on the night of the murder?
That's... He's an idiot.
Yeah, he's stupid. He actually called Larry French because he looked like that annoying. He looked that annoying.
I could tell them all about his designs for Iris. But it may cost us his credibility as a witness before I even call him. He is, after all, an artist. He was perhaps searching for something in the snowy scenery that would move him. Although I cannot guarantee that this is the reason.
You're really talking up Larry. And unfortunately, we have to do that.
Yeah.
And so, this unfortunate, unreliable-looking man. What exactly was it that he saw?
I intend to extract that from him right here in this courtroom.
Summon this youth as a witness immediately. I have no choice, do I?
I believe he is in the gallery for this trial. It will not take long to summon him.
Very well.
Larry. You may have escaped me yesterday. But today, I'm going to get everything out of you.
The court will now adjourn for a 20-minute break. Miss Von Karma, please see to preparing the next witness. Understood, Your Honor. Good. Well then, court is now in recess.
And we are now taking an end for this week. Or tonight.
Yeah, for the whole week. Alright, guys. See you next week.
Killing myself.
Anyways, that'll be all for now. So tomorrow...
Next time we don't have any weird thing when we try to fucking relaunch the game.
Yeah.
That was so weird.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
It didn't even like actually reset. It just kind of... Anyway.
But yeah, so that'll be all for tonight, guys. Let's see who is streaming right now.
Tanner and Blood Moon are both up.
Let's rate Tanner, sure.
Cool. Playing Arc Knights Infield, yeah. This week should be relatively normal. Nothing I can think of that would make it not. You know, tomorrow, Final Fantasy, Thursday, Trails. Friday, Lego Steerers, and Saturday, Pekin Mon. I'm glad Keith didn't realize how I was pronouncing all that.
No.
Anyway.
Don't worry about it. Never at the Pride Parade.
Hashtag. Does it say hashtag what, Larry? Can I go with?
I
hate Larry.
I hate Larry. You know what? Actually, we hate Larry.
Hashtag we hate Larry.
Anyways, but yeah, that'll be the rest of the week. Should be relatively normal. I think mine was funnier. Do whatever you want, man. Anyways, yeah, this week should be relatively normal. So, with that in mind, we will see you tomorrow for Final Fantasy 14.
We'll be finishing up the Hildebrand quest probably.
Woo! Anyways, later, gamers.
Bye for now.